Right, welcome to the video on chart formatting. Okay, so we'll jump to the first one all the way up. All right, so we in the last video we looked at the kind of charts we have, how to use them, and we created some charts. Right, we created some charts. Now I want to look at how to format charts, how to make them look nice and good. All right, let's jump into that. I'll be starting with this chart. Take this out. I'll be starting with this chart. And for this chart, let me bring this to this side. So the first thing or the first rule is if it's not adding value to your chart or insight, it's not adding insight, it's not adding value, what should you do? Take it out. Okay, take it out completely. So let me bring this bigger. All right, so if it's not adding value to your chart, take it out completely. Okay, now what do we want to do in this case? We want to make this look nicer. We can start from different places, but the best place to start is to give it a proper title. So double click on that. Title is what? Sales by product. Sales by product. And reduce that. Just keep it on your 12. Okay. Now the next thing is very important to sort our charts. So I'll click on one of the bars. Okay, this is not from a pivot table, so I will sort from this place instead. Right click, sort. Now I have to sort smallest to largest. Why? Because the bars sort the opposite direction. That's the way Excel does it. Okay, it reverses the order. Okay, and you can see this has been sorted for us as well. So sort from lower. See, for bar charts, this sorted the right way, but for a bar charts, it sorts the opposite way. Why? Because if we turn this, now try to turn this vertically, you will see that it is this way. So Excel does it that way. Why? I've not find out yet. I've not decided. I've not taken any step to find out. I just know that's what it does. So that's what we have. All right. So this is what we have right here. So we have it this way, this way, this way, this way. And yes, this is nice. Another step towards what we're doing. Are this line, are these bars doing anything for us? Not necessarily, because eventually, but for now they are working, right? Because they're helping us trace down the values. So we can trace that this is around 5.2, if that's correct. That's absolutely correct. So this will be around this is like half, right? That's like 4.5. This is like 4.1, something around that. This is like 3.9. This is like 3.8, right? You see, so it's correct. This will be like 3.2, which is correct. So you see, they're helping us trace down the values. But what if we had labels? Do not forget that if you're a Mac user, what we'll be doing from this plus button, you might have it, you might not have it. Just go to your chart design, and then you see the same thing that we have all the way down here. You can see, if you look at it, axis title, chart title, data labels, the same order, the same thing we have right here. All right, so I'll work with this. If that's for you, just pick it from there. So the next thing I want to do is add labels. So click on data labels, and of course we're seeing our figures, but there's something I want to do a little bit more with the labels. I want it to be inside the bars, right? The way it's outside, I don't want it, so I'll do inside end. And now it has jumped inside. Yeah, I know it's not looking good, So select it, just one of them, and everything is highlighted. The pro tip here is whenever you want to format a chart element, the best thing is to double click or click on that particular element you want to format. Now, I've selected everything. I'll just come here. I'll make it white. See, they're now white. I'll keep it at 10 and I'll make it bold. Okay, so this is what I want to do. And yes, I know they're not so good, they're not looking good. One thing we can do is we can make the bars bigger or wider, right? But this gap, the space between each bar are too big, are too wide, right? The spaces between the bar are too wide. So how do we do that? Do not forget, all you have to do is double click on the chart element. So I double clicked on one of the bars and I got this option right here. Okay, so from here I can reduce the gap width. Okay, so usually 75 works for me, or sometimes 50, and boom. Okay, let's do 50. All right, that looks very better. That looks much better, and you can see this is all we have, which is better. Of course, you might decide to put it outside. Okay, yeah, one other thing you can do is to format the currency, right? Since we indicated the currency here, but it's not here, so in this case we might want to put in the currency. So just do that. Currency, no. Okay, good. So this is what we have. It's now in dollars, now obvious. Okay, another best thing, another pro tip is to make it change the units. Okay, change the units. Of course, we'll not be doing that on this video, but it's a good thing to do. Format it. Okay, will I still make video on that? Yes, that might be for members anyway. So yes, I'll be making a video for that, how you can do some advanced charting technique, but to be available for members only. That means you have to be a subscriber and you have to be a member. So you see all of that when that starts. Okay, I believe you've gained so much from you keep getting value from all the videos you see here. So it's it's a simple gesture of saying, oh, I like what you do by subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything. YouTube does not debit you, does not charge you, they don't do anything, right? And by also liking the video, what you do is that you help the recommender algorithm of YouTube to say, okay, if they're liking this video, it probably means it's a good video, right? YouTube does not decide which video is good. People who watch decide, oh, this is best, this is better, right? From comments and all of that, they do the analysis and they feel, okay, if someone else searches for a video like that, then they can easily recommend it as one of the top videos they should check out. Okay, that's by the way. Now, our axis, of course, our axis is important, so keep it there. The best thing would just be if formatted in millions. Since they're all in millions, it will look nicer. Okay, but we'll not be doing that in this video. So now that we have added labels, we can take out those bars that are running through. How do we take it out? Just click on the bar. Now it's tricky to click the one outside. Sometimes you highlight many things, so click any of the ones within. You can see it's now highlighted. See the dots on the bars. So if we hit delete on our keyboard, it's gone. Right, it looks nicer. If I bring it back, for example, I can just turn it off from here. Gridlines, I just uncheck it, and it's also gone as well. All right, so this is what we have. You can decide to take this out. In your case, seems like this looks more nicer. Whatever works for you. A good practice is you keep the axes. The axes are good to have. The axis is good to have, right? And yes, labels are important as well. I want to add axis titles. See, I will say this is sales, or monthly sales to be precise. Monthly sales. How to spell monthly? It looks strange, but yeah, I think that's correct. And this is what? Products. Alright. Okay, so monthly sales and products. That is all we have right there. Okay, yeah, that's all we have right there. Now, since I've done this, you can go ahead and format this guy as well. Make it looks nice. Format what you need to format. Make everything looks make everything look good. Give it a good title. Adjust it. Make it bigger. I can make this bigger. Can just do all of those things, right? Like I said, for advanced formatting techniques, the video will be done, or it will be for those who are members. Do want to check it out. You'll gain a lot from it. You learn some professional tips, some good value, some top ways of formatting charts, doing it faster, advanced techniques. There are some things that look difficult normally when you're trying to format them this way. They'll be simplified, and you see, oh, you'll be wowed. That's just the point, okay? All right, let's move on to the next one. You format this, I format one, you format the other. Nice. I think that makes sense, right? So you can format this as well. Okay, well, if there's anything we want to do, of course, our currency, very important. We'll keep them on dollars. We've switched right away. Switched immediately to dollars. Nice. So this is count. These are just numbers. They're not dollars. So of course, what can you do? You can, of course, change the title. You can highlight the peak. Okay. So highlight the peak. You can add some little storytelling, into it. Like I said, some of these things will still be done, but but available only for members, right? But you see how we can turn a single chart into a storytelling visual, right? Into a nice storytelling visual. So the way to keep an eye out. Next, okay, what else do we want to do? Yeah, I believe we can format this as well using the knowledge of this. They're similar, quite similar. Now for this, the legend, we have to look between the legend. What can we do? We have other legend options. You can say top, whatever works for you. You can say left. You can say bottom. We have more options. We can say top right. See. Let me close that so you can see whatever works for you. I'll just leave it the way it was before. All right, just leave it at the bottom. Then you can take out the lines. I mean, easy. You can take out the lines here. Yeah, I know you format the chart. You will do a good job. Okay, next one. The pie charts. All right, let's start with the donut chart since it's the first one. The first thing we probably want to do is reduce the gap width. Okay, the same way the donut hole, right? Just like we did for the bars. So reduce it and see what that looks like. So I think I'll keep this at 45. All right, so I'll keep this on 45. Now this is looking like a sunburst kind of chart, okay? But now we can add data labels. But you see, that's not looking good because of the labels. So what else can we do? We can do a call out. Even a call out does not look good. So what do? We can just check the data label and then format it. Again, I'm just trying to bring you along, okay? Very important. All I did first was click on this, check the data labels. Good. Now that we have the labels, double click on one of the labels and your formatting option or pin will appear on the right. So we want to show only percentage, we want to take out the values, right? Now that we have just the percentage, that looks better. Then we can make that. Of course, you can format from here as well. Go there, look for colors, all of those things. I'll just go here and pick white, make it bold. We've been sticking to 10, so stick to 10 as well. And see what we'll have. Of course, for the inner one as well, I'll do the same thing. Show percentage, remove value, make it white, 10, bold. All right, so the last thing we want to do is probably make this O even smaller, right? So let's see 30. All right, so 30 to accommodate the values. Can we go 15? Okay. Okay. So 15. We'll keep it the way it was. All right. Now it's now looking disastrous. Oh, it's still 25. All right. So this is still better compared to what we had before. You can make it even better. Okay. Of course, the next thing is to give it a proper title. You can do something about the legend. Let's make it look nicer. The user as well. Company A, company B, the legend is just long. Bring this down there. Just do some formatting right there. Yeah, as well. You know what to do. You got this. Let's move on to the next. All right. So this is another important one. This one is for the scores, and we don't want this random two classes or two distribution that it gave us. So what do? What is the first thing you should take note of? We have two classes. How many classes do we want? We might not know yet, or we might know. And say, okay, we want it to be, since minimum is 55, so we can want it in fives. 55 to 60, 65 to 70 in fives. Oh, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, 65 to 70, 70 to 75, and all the way like that, okay? So, what do? In this case, one thing you should understand is that you see the bracket here is a parenthesis, while the bracket here is a square bracket. The bracket here are square brackets. The opening is a square bracket, closing is a square bracket. The one here is a parenthesis. This one is a square bracket. Good. So what does that tell us? It tells us that this is 55 to 76, but this is 77 to 97, okay? So the parenthesis is saying this particular number is excluded. It is not inclusive, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, how do we do it? As usual, to format a particular element, double click on the element. I double clicked on this axis, one of them, and then I get this option on my right, and I have the bin, the number of bins, the bin width. Yeah, I'll take time to explain this better in another video. But for now, we just want to see how many classes in 5, in 10s. We want to group in 5 or in 10s. So I'll click on bin width. By default, it's grouping in 21. So 55 minus 76, that should give us 21. Okay. So, but want it in group of 10s. Let's try 10 first. Then we'll say 10. And boom. Now we're having 55 to 65, 65 to 75, and all the way to 95. Because 95 is the highest. Okay. If we have something more than that, to probably group that as 95 to 100 to 105. Okay. So you can see how nice this is. We can add labels. So we have two students who scored between 55 and 65, 3 students who scored between 65 and 75, 2 students who scored between 75 and 85, and 3 students who scored between 85 and 95. So I'll delete this the lines. Okay, the lines are gone. What else can I do? Give it a title. There's a score distribution. For a certain class, right? It's for a certain class. Okay, so 10, give it at 12, I'll make it bold. Consistency, okay? So this is what we have. Nicer, okay? We can add axis title, all the rest of those things. Do well to do that. I'll leave that up to you to do. Okay, it's forcing that space. Take it back. All right. So the way to do that, had the axis title. Say the way we had axis title. If you feel it's necessary, but it's a good practice. Okay. Now the same thing for this. So you do for this as well. Regroup the age. Let's say you want to group them. We have 18 minimum, 60 maximum. You can group them in tens and fifties, etc. Waterfall. Now, for the waterfall charts, we will not do much of formatting. We can take out the grid lines. Data labels, should we think we should add data labels to see how it's looking, to see the actual number directly, the figures, okay. Right, you can add data label, format this as, format this in million, right, since they are mostly million. Legend, we don't need the legend. The lines are not really doing anything for us. It's more cumulative, right? So we have this. Now we can add the axis title as well. I'll leave that to you to do. Give it a proper title as well. Do the rest of the thing. Exercise for you. That means you've got something to do. Our guys here, it's just about the legend. Do something about the legends. Do something about the legend too. Yes, that's the way it works. You have to do something. You have to do something. Don't you? This is an active learning channel. Okay, don't just come and watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. Don't binge watch. Do something. Okay, that's the way you learn. You learn by doing. Okay. All right, that's just by the way. But do something, yes. Do something. If you have a question, if you get stuck, you ask. That's all. That's all. You can ask your question in the Telegram channel, or you can ask in the comment section below. Use the comment feedback section effectively. You get it? Right. Okay, let's move on. Combo charts. You know what to do. You know what to do, right? Yeah. You know what to do. Format this chart, let it look nice, post it, let me see, take a screenshot, let me see what you did, let me give you a thumbs up. Don't be scared, don't be afraid, don't feel like, oh, we might be best or we might be better, we might be, don't do that, just do it. Okay, just do something. You get better. You don't get better by learning. That's not the right way to put it. Yeah, you get better by learning, but you don't get better at something by learning more on that thing, but by doing. Mastery doesn't come by, let me watch this and watch this and watch this and watch and watch. You watch everything. Now, the more you watch, it becomes harder to now do. Okay, because you feel like, there could be a better way. I don't want to mess things up. I don't want to, what if I do it and then someone sees it and then like, no, you made a mistake, or no, this is, no, you don't, you've learned too much and you want everything to be too perfect. Now you're stuck in your head and in your mind, right? Get out of your mind, get out of your head, just do something, make a fool of yourself. Embarrassment is underrated. Okay, do something. Let them laugh. Let them say stuff. Let them say things. You keep getting better. They keep laughing. You see, the funny thing is that people will laugh at you. Are probably not doing anything. If you have people who are actually doing things, they will not laugh at you. They will correct you. Oh, what about you doing this? What about you doing this way? They help you get better. Except they have a myopic mind and they feel intimidated. That's okay. That could happen as well. But the point is, get out of your head. Get out of your head. I'm telling you that straight. Okay, so do some formatting. Format these charts. You can do something nice with it. Scatter plots. Yeah, this is another place where we want to do some nice formatting. Okay. What do we want to do here? For example, we want to remove the noise. I'll do that for one. So pick. Well, it's not a live video. There's no way you can pick. By the time you pick, the video will be done already. Okay, so I'll pick for you. Mini, mani, mo. What does they say? Wherever my cursor stops. Don't worry, I'll just go ahead with this. Alright, let's keep this by the side. Bring this here. Make it bigger. Good. So this is what we'll have. Okay. So I want to format this. For example, all of this place, everything below 50 is just noise. I want to focus on what really matters, right? Everything before 2 is just noise, right? So I want to focus on what really matters. How do I do that? And that way we can easily see the important part of our data. That's like zooming in to our chart. Okay, so I'll click on the axis as usual, double click on the axis, and we have this. So you can see minimum says 0, maximum is 12. Okay, so I want my minimum to be, if I do it to be 2, that will be too close, so I can just do 1. All right, so you can see, let me show you that it changed. If we go to 0, okay, let me just click on reset. I see what it looks like. Okay, it's further. When I do 1, it comes in all the way to 12, all the way to 11, just to leave extra space outside, which is not so bad. Now I want to do for this y-axis now. I'll double click on it. Or best thing sometimes, if you're having issues, though that's changed already, you can cancel this first. Okay. But sometimes when you have double clicked on one and you still have some option going on, and you double click on another one, it doesn't seem to change. Okay. So what do? Double click on this, then it comes back. All right, that's for this axis. So it says minimum is 0, maximum is 100, but we can make minimum to be, this point is around 50. That's the least. So we can do 45 just to leave a little space. Boom. And you can see how nice that is looking, right? So we can see we're now focusing on what matters. So one other pro thing you can do is our minimum is 50, add some comments, make it look nice. Of course, we have 2 kind of grid lines, so let's turn that off directly from here. Good. Because if we do that one by one, we have to delete this and delete that. So let's turn both of them off that way. So you have this place to add some little more detail. Pro tip. Okay. So of course, change your title, make it make sense, then format this nicely as well. I trust you to do a good job. And again, don't forget your nested charts. Come up with some data. You can use some of the ones we had before, or just pick any data set online, practice with that. Whatever you do, make a comment, let me see it, share a link, put it in the Telegram channel. Just let's do this together. Okay. And yes, that's just some key tips on formatting our charts. What are the takeaways for you? Takeaways are, if it's not adding any relevance, if it's not relevant, if it's not adding any value to our data, it's a distraction. Okay, it's a distraction. Take it out. Take it out. If there's something you can add that will add more meaning to your data, to your charts, please do add it. Okay, add it. So what else? Yeah, for the health or the other things, just go over the video again. Make sure you take notes. And yes, I'll see you in the next. But this concludes the chatting technique. Any other video on chatting technique that will be coming will be, like I said, for members. So if you have not subscribed yet, do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get to be informed when there's a new video available. Okay, don't forget that. And other things, watch out for them. I believe with this we're set to create a dashboard. What do you think? Right. Okay. I don't know what's gonna be, but watch out for the next video. Peace. See you in the next one.